They're reporting from Homa Bay County. As you can see, it's dark, just bringing us up to speed with what has been happening there throughout the day. For now, though, we want to cross over to Nyeri County, where Carol Nyeri actually tells us a different story. After the poll yesterday, we understand that today it was business as usual. Let's just take a look to that report, that Carol Nyeri has prepared for us.
In this part of the country, a sense of normalcy has been restored and people have resumed their regular activities and gone back to their businesses. Our spot check at several tallying centers across the 6 constituencies of Nyeri County showed that most had tabulated their votes by mid-morning.
We had total variant votes 66,976, so the turnout was good.
Na tumeweza kupokea matokeo kutoka maafisa wote ambao tulikuwa tumewatuma katika hizo vituo.
This being a Jubilee stronghold, voters came out in large numbers to cast their votes despite the chill and rain that pounded heavily. The voter turnout in the 6 constituency tallying centers stands at an average of 85%. A section of members of parliament who served as chief agents expressed their pleasure at the entire process.
We were just doing our figures and we realized our turnout is exactly what it was in August, 81%. So some people in Nairobi who are saying that strongholds 30%, they don't know what they're talking about. We got 81% of the registered voters who turned out.
We would have had even a better turnout were it not that the rains were very, very, very heavy yesterday. We expected a 90% turnout, but we are very happy with the turnout, and we want to thank the people of this area for braving the heavy rains and standing in queues from 4 a.m. in the morning up to late at night and voting overwhelmingly for the preferred candidate.
Also, the 50+1 is actually counted or considered by the people who voted in that particular election. It is not as per the number of voters who are registered, because Kenya is a very democratic country whereby you are free to vote. You know, it's not compulsory that you have to vote.
They admitted to there being divisions in the country, but were quick to add that leaders from both sides of the political divide have a responsibility to heal the nation.
The shape of this country must and will always be decided through the ballot. NASA and Raila Odinga went to court and beseeched the court to nullify the election and order a repeat election. And the court agreed and ordered an election within 60 days as per the constitution. The election was held. He decided not to take place. Millions of Kenyans stand up, and those votes will be counted. Whoever has the highest majority will be declared the president. And this brings this matter to a closure. Carol, we are tired. We have fatigue. We have been electioneering for the last 9 months, and Kenyans need to go back to work. And this matter has been sorted out once and for all. It is upon the IBC to very, very quickly verify the results, announce the winner, let us get the president sworn in, and let the country move forward, because we have wasted a lot of time.
Leaders, those of us who are in leadership positions, have a responsibility, first and foremost, to make sure everybody follows the rule of law. When you're the one who is inciting people to break the law, while you know very, very well that that law exists, you're being irresponsible. I think also, once we are done with this campaigns are always divisive. I mean, whether at local level or at national level, even at international level, when you're competing for international positions, they will be divisive. Now it's just after the campaigns are over, the leaders who are there must now work towards making sure that the unit moves forward together. That is going to be the responsibility I have committed, and I know my colleagues in Jubilee are committed to doing that. I know the president has been very clear that he is committed to making sure Kenya moves as one. And we're asking our colleagues, wherever they are, that we must accept in every competition somebody will win, somebody will lose, but then after that, you're moving forward as one unit.
We are a country that is governed by the rule of the law. We are a country that prescribes to a constitution that is very robust. So if anybody is trying to operate outside the constitution, then definitely he is trying to put this country into anarchy. And it's not going to happen, because Kenyans know that they pass this constitution. If there is any person who needs to change this constitution, you just need to do it through parliament. If you need to do a referendum, of course there are ways to do a referendum. So
Nyeri by night, it is back to business as usual for the residents here. But what they really need and insist on is for peace to prevail in all counties in Kenya. The tension that has gripped the country for the last few months, they say, has affected their businesses too. And They are asking the leaders to have a sense of responsibility in ensuring that they bring Kenyans together.
Tumepiga kura, biashara sasa imerudi, tunangojea sasa Christmas.
Na kuhusu nchi jinsi inavyokaa katika pande zote, kwa sababu kuna kwingine ambako kuna vita na mavurugano, ungesemaje?
Sasa hiyo inatutisha kidogo, kwa sababu nchi yetu ikiwa imeharibika saidi fulani ama ile ingine, pia hata sisi hatuko safe. Sisi wetu wengine ni wafanyi biashara kama sisi, kuwa tunaendea vitu hapa tu nchini. Kwa hivyo kukiharibika, tunauliza president na Raila waweze kutuliza nchi.
Biashara zetu zimerudi kama kawaida siku ya leo, na tungeuliza Wakenya wenzetu waachane na mambo ya siasa. Siasa ni ya muda, na muda ukikwisha ni vizuri watu warudi kwenye kazi ambayo wanayofanya, sababu ukikosa kufanya kazi hautapata riziki ya kwako nyumbani, na maisha yako ndio itakayorudi nyuma.
Carol Nyeri.